You all ready to join me today in our trip to outer space?
Yeah.
Albert Shivers.
The Matrix doesn't have him.
That's very true.
Come along quietly or not.
They don't have to like it, but they're gonna see what happens.
Goodbye, wimps.
And now, without further ado,
from Albert Shivers.
The general concept is that creativity flourishes in an atmosphere of freedom.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Yes.
Which side are you on?
No.
WVFW, Brooklyn, New York.
Barbasol, Barbasol, ihr darf dem Röschken safe mitnehmen, schäft zerwiffen sich allein. Barbasol, Barbasol, oh, Barbasol.
No.
Are you on?
Yes.
Which side
yes.
are you on?
No.
Which side
no.
are you on?
Yes.
Which side
yes.
are you on?
No. No.
Yes.
No, 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 no.
Some say I'm negative, but then I'm positive. Some say I'm negative, but then I'm positive. Some say I'm negative, but then I'm positive. Some say I'm negative, but then I'm positive.
We now join programming in progress.
I'm talking physically, because I told him back in our days, right. Women, when I was in 8th grade, were developed like a grown-ass one. Yeah, I remember this one joint, her titties were so big, it's like, nah, there's no possible fucking way. There's no possible way. We're in 8th grade, there's no way your body should be looking like that. But now, like, these bitches just look underdeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, underdeveloped. And I don't know if it's the food, because I'm really starting to understand this shit too. If you really think about the younger generation, you're ahead of your time. Because you're the same age as my brother, and you're nothing like my brother. Not saying like that, but your mentality is different. That generation is just like, physically, they're not formed.
Yeah, they're missing out on a lot.
Yo.
There's some serious pieces of the puzzle that have been just removed.
Mentally, the motherfuckers are smart as hell in terms of understanding right now.
Yeah, calculating, yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? They got life so much quicker because of the internet and shit like that. We can get this shit popping whatever we need, bro.
I'm good. Let's keep it going now. Because I've noticed the same thing.
No. So I noticed it like, okay, so this is a big example. So my brother is around your age, 24, 25. Like I said, you mentally have an older mindset. My brother has like more of like a new generation mindset, where like they do this thing where they're like really awkwardly social, bro.
Yeah. Like
OD. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like to talk in like every place, but I know how to conduct myself in places if I have to. These, like, my brother is just so awkwardly social, bro. He's motherfucking weird.
Well, we got less and less. I think the younger you go down the line, the less person-to-person contact folks are getting to begin with.
Yeah.
The internet shit. I remember when we used to go on MySpace and shit, and that was just to go to escape. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like a real virtual reality.
Right. Yeah.
Now, what the issue is that we're going on Instagram and Twitter and all these things, and we're staying on it.
Yeah.
Because remember, back then we had dial-up. Right. When you had dial-up, you had to wait till pretty much everybody was officially off the phone. So you had to wait till like 9 o'clock and shit like that.
Right.
So that you could use the internet.
And for me, my mother had one computer at the time that her boyfriend it fell off a truck, right? So we had this one computer, and I'll be damned if I went on it without asking my mother first.
Oh yeah, it's a rat.
So
if she missed a phone call or some shit, it's over.
Oh yeah. At the time, you hated at the time, and was more apt to kick me outside.
Yeah.
To do something, and run around. And now I'm thankful for it.
Because now, like you said, we used to get kicked away from it.
Yeah.
Now it's being brought into stores to calm kids down.
It's the word.
It's being brought into fucking restaurants to calm kids down.
I mean, they centralized the education system, like last year even, or years before. But it's really just been the main thing now.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I ever have kids, or when I do have kids, fuck the tablets. If you're gonna have a tablet, you're gonna read a book.
Exactly. Yeah.
Straight the fuck up. I'm dead fucking serious. Or no matter what, you want to use your headphones, you can use your audio book.
Yeah,
exactly. Learn some fucking structure and how you word things. You're not about to be on these fucking tablets on YouTube looking at fucking weird ass, strange ass videos of grown ups making money off kids.
Yeah, learning nothing pretty much.
Yeah, like no. This is the thing.
That's what they want.
This is the scary part, bro. Mm-hmm. They actually are learning everything. Kids are like a sponge. But the problem is that most of the people that are teaching shit, they don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the influence that they have. It's just like sometimes, it's a joke overall, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's wild thing. All right, sweet. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right.
What was the last time?
It's going here.
It's going?
Yeah.
What was the last time y'all did psychedelics?
All right, let's see.
Here, as a matter of fact, as if I remember correctly.
That was last. Yeah.
So on Sundays during the day, most Sundays, we get together, and other people too, and I put on NASCAR races.
Right.
Now, this might
Did you see what you call one? What's his name? What's homie's name?
Bubba?
Black dude.
Bubba Wallace?
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I can have this?
Yeah, I told you.
Straight up.
So one of those Sundays, we decided to a little bit more than microdose, but microdose for the race. Have you had a bad experience with it?
There were some lessons.
I've never done acid, or I've never done that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm even surprised that I actually tried shrooms, bro.
Really?
I used to be against like smoking for the longest. Like my homies used to come to high school high. Mm-hmm. I used to get mad at them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Yeah, this motherfucker got high all fucking weekend.
Gotta try tomorrow. I gotta be focused.
Yeah, so fucking damn, where was we just at?
You were against it for a while.
Yeah, they just always.
Yeah, my homies would come to school high, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck take time you on? And as soon as 18 hit, smoking weed. Every time I smoke weed, it's like, how could they keep this away from us? No, I'm not even lying to you.
We like evolved with it, you know.
Yo, exactly.
There's like our brains are kind of pre-programmed.
And then think about this: how long has marijuana been on this earth?
Oh,
way before we can even fucking.
That's
exactly.
True.
But you know that it's been here for a grip because
it's definitely older than us
because of what it brings to us.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, like the Trypillian civilization, like 24,000 years ago, central Ukraine. Like fully developed, like judicial, like everything, like government. Mm-hmm. They got like, and this was like again, like probably 26,000 years ago, right. Had fully developed cultures and civilizations, and they held like ceremonies of like mass communal burnings where they do sweat lodges, where they just have these fucking cones just sitting over a fire, and they all just get fucking blasted out of their mind and burn shit and just go. Yeah, it's like
so motherfuckers been getting high for fucking thousands of years.
We've lived very closely with this plant, yes, for very long time.
Yeah, right.
It's in like the burial urns and everything with the royals' ashes, right? Marijuana seeds.
So I feel like marijuana, like this shit got like, it got history to it, and every time we smoke it, we tap into the history. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because every time I smoke an L, I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I always have a different experience, bro.
Exactly. It's like the difference between like this, like stuff like this and like synthetic things. You know, just like or like shrooms. You know, like these are like organic sort of beings with some form of sentience that we're not even really, probably don't even understand.
I feel like
yet.
Shrooms have like.
It talks
energy.
To you. It talks to you. It's sentient.
Yeah.
It gives you lessons and shit.
Oh shit. Having a dogfight out there.
Man, the one day. Yeah, it's just.
Oh, that's right.
Wacky shit goes on here sometimes.
Like, what the fuck is they having a dogfight right now?
No, dude.
Fuckers out there, Mike Vick and who?
Some chick was like about to get like raped or knocked out or something.
Yeah, a couple of Sundays ago.
You talk about the old dude?
Nah, it's like some young dude.
I don't know, it was like 7 o'clock. It had been night, so maybe it was like 8.
Yeah.
And we're hanging downstairs, and we hear like a fight. Dude and a chick are fighting, right? And it sounds like any other argument you've heard, any domestic dispute that you've heard go by the house before.
Yeah.
But this one just keeps getting louder and louder.
Like screaming shit. Yeah.
And Isaac was down on the porch there, and this dude, their fight got to a climax, I guess. And he grabs her and shoves her into a car.
Just grabbed her arm or her shoulder and just straight.
And they were
into our
both
friend's
younger?
car. Yeah, they were 20, a little older than me maybe.
Yeah, they couldn't have been. They were not more than 30.
Yeah, right.
And yeah.
And he threw her into the car.
Yeah, and I just screamed at him, you're like, leave her alone, motherfucker. Just as loud.
And he left her alone.
No, he was fucking mind your business, fucking, just this. But they walk away because I go into his house and then come out again. I have something with me, and so they start running, and then our one friend gets on the phone with the police, and we tell him where they're going. He eventually, he gets arrested, but
you can't play around with him shit like that.
We saw, it was because it was his friend's car that he threw her into, and we went out there and they're handprints, he almost dented her car.
Did the alarm go off or no?
Yeah.
No. But you could see, the car gets road dust, especially a black car. So you see in this girl's her prints, her hand, the whole, and her body.
You're gonna see prints, especially if you got a clean car. You're gonna see that in a black car.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and it's a popping area sometimes.
It has its moments.
Yeah, but I never really, I never did acid at all. I seen my homie do acid a couple times, but one time in particular, we went to a Phillies baseball game.
Okay.
And this motherfucker can drink too, my boy Ricky. And we always pregame before the Philly games, right? Mm-hmm. We get fucking hammered, right? Mm-hmm. So we get super drunk, super high. Him and my other boy, they took acid, but no one really knew until I noticed how secluded he started to get. He started to get away from people, and I was like, "Yo, what's up with you? What's going on with you?"
Right.
He's like, he put me to the side. He's like, "I did an acid tab," and I'm like, "Bro, you're a fucking idiot," right? Long story short, it's at the end of the night. We about to leave Philly, and we go to the gas station, and him and my boys starting to tweak, they started feeling and shit. But they had to drive all the way back to East Stroudsburg from Philadelphia at night.
Huh.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Do you know how horrible that sounds?
That's not smart.
Yeah. So Pete, so this motherfucker's in the passenger seat.
It's doable, but
I'm in the back with the homie and his daughter sleeping, right? So,
oh my gosh,
this nigga keeps on seeing the lines on the road, and he's like, "Yo, I gotta get out of this car." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck is you talking about?" He's like, "I can't keep on seeing these lines." I'm like, "Nigga, close your eyes." Right? So my boy is in the passenger seat and his wife is driving. And every time he does psychedelics, he cries, right? So I'm just waiting for the moment for this nigga to crack. So we all having a conversation, we chilling, it's a dope ass conversation. We laughing, and then I just heard sniffles and shit. And I look over and he starts crying. I'm fucking dead. I'm like, "Yo, Rick, you good?" He was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know I love y'all." He's talking to his wife, "I love you, da-da-da-da." I'm like, "My nigga, stop doing this shit, bro. Don't do acid ever again, my G, because that's not it." I have cried before, though, doing psychedelics a couple times, bro. That shit makes you face a lot of shit that you put to the side. You know what I mean? That you put underneath the rug, my nigga.
Yeah, no, it pushes you much farther out of your own way, sort of. And there's time and a place for that. Many things do that.
And the funny thing is, so this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
My teacher, I don't want to put this in, whatever.
Yeah.
So the people that I know, they had chocolate bars, shroom chocolate bars. I'm like, word, how much? They're like $16.80. They were like 60 for the lines, whatever, and then 80 for the whatever. So I'm like, clearly, let me get the 60.
Right.
So I was talking to my one homegirl, and she's never done shrooms before, but I've been telling her for the longest, we're going to do it. But I don't never go out of my way to go get it. Right. Shrooms is brought to me.
Right.
Like, if you were to have it right now, it's meant for me to do it. Because I didn't go out of my way to get it.
Yeah,
you feel
it's
me?
not good to have.
It was, exactly. It means hell no.
Yeah, right.
So I get so it's Sunday, right? Sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
It's Sunday. I get off at 3:30. I'm not worried about it. Get fucked up today. Hit my peoples up. Go pick up the chocolate bar. Now my homegirl, we supposed to chill and take the chocolate bars and have an experience. It's our first time doing it. So now she's at the bar where one of her friends meet us at the bar. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Go there, get a couple drinks. Now we come back to her house, and she says she's about to leave. So I'm just like, the chocolate bar is like a Hershey bar, so it's the 3 pieces.
Oh, okay.
It's layers, right?
It's like a 6 of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I gave her 3, I took 3, and the other homegirl had 3, right?
Okay.
Wow.
So we took them, and then she drops the bomb and says, I'm about to leave. I'm like, all right, well, let me hurry up before this shit kicks in. So I call my boy Cam. I'm like, bro, where you at? He's like, I'm at home. I'm like, yo, I'm about to come to your house. Go to his house, and as soon as, now chocolate bars is different because chocolate goes into your bloodstream faster.
Okay.
Right? So the shit starts kicking in. As soon as I start to drive, and I know it's kicking in because when you see the car brake lights, like you ever see movies where like the lights is like in motion still? Like it's like still glaring. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
So I started to see that shit, but I'm like, work, because I got an amp in the back of my car, so my car is thumping right now.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, nah, this shit feels amazing. But shrooms and psychedelics, they have layers of emotions, you can say.
It strikes you deeper and deeper as it goes on.
And then it chills out, and then it comes back. So we are at my boy's house, and we smoked 2 L's, and I'm like, this shit's really kicking in now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucked up. So he's like, let's go to, my homegirl's with us, and she's like, let's go to Warriors. I've never been to a bar while I was on a psychedelic, right? I've always been around people that's either doing it or in places that's just like 1 or 2 people around. I've never been in a place like that. So we get to the bar, and we go outside to smoke a blunt, and we come back in, and I have an anxiety attack. Because there's fucking 3 TVs across the bar. And they're big ass TVs, so it's bright.
Yeah.
And then you got mad people in the background. So it's like, it's hard to adjust everything. So
It's impossible.
Fucking tweaking, bruh. I start tripping, but internally. No one else can see it, but I was about to leave. The only thing that saved me was that the food came out. But in a nutshell, I never did psychedelics while being out like that, and I would never do it again. Right. It's too much. And it's not like, that's not the experience for that. It's almost a waste.
It's hard to say, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost a waste because I would have rather went for a walk and just kept on walking. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because that shit be having me in the zone in a different type of
because it's it makes you somehow
adventurous or some shit.
Exactly, yeah. And you're way more perceptive to so many more things, including everyone else's emotions, and everyone's on their own individual trip, and just a lot of them, it just amplifies.
This is Sandy Becker saying, keep cooking with Crisco.
I'm reading some Japanese stuff right now, some of the old Bushido stuff, Book of the 5 Rings type shit. But yeah, I mean, it's all very centralized around energy and just subtle sort of an understanding of time and emotions and just all this internal shit. So yeah, no, I'm into it as much as I can be.
So that's funny that you brought up time, because, bro, that's been as I got older, time is the #1 thing that's been I've been thinking about.
It's the most valuable thing.
I was telling him today, I was like, I'm about to be 31. I feel like by 30, I think by next year I'm out of here. East Stroudsburg really ain't got nothing to offer. You know what I mean? Really nothing to offer in terms of opportunities.
It's become weird. It's become
it's a weird ass place, bro.
Yeah, there's so many more people.
It's and the funny thing is, it's I know people see that it's not evolving. How the fuck can you be okay with that?
I mean, it's definitely changing. It's just
it's changing,
but
it's only changing because people got money and they're coming in and buying shit.
Yeah, and they're just
You know what I'm saying? Like they're being smart to the Democrat. Like, so East Stroudsburg is boring as fuck. So what we gonna do? We gonna eat. So let's make a fucking Durrell. Let's make a fucking Caesar's Pizza. Let's make a Cluck You. You know how many fucking fast food spots there are in East Stroudsburg and the Washington, like by Washington Street? That area?
No, forget it.
Bro, you serious?
Right. Yeah.
And then now they come out with all these buildings because they know that the college is going to keep on expanding. If ESU was not here, East Stroudsburg would be irrelevant.
No. There'd still be horse and buggies here.
It's so many people that's broken on the streets around here, bro. It's bad.
It's weird. We had some weird shit accosted us today when we were coming back from the Wawa.
we walked down to the Wawa.
Yeah, right.
Just tonight. We walked down to the Wawa. We're walking back, and like the typical old bag lady. Do you know what?
She be walking around
like
here?
A bag lady.
Yeah, in general.
Yes. She was a woman like that, but she had a jester hat on.
Does she have face paint?
Yeah. You saw her?
Boy, we just seen her.
Yeah.
But we just said her no funny shit. This bitch is smart as hell, though, son. She was speaking some knowledge, was she not? Or
what did she say to you?
What'd she say to y'all?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to make money real quick?
Yeah, hell no.
You guys want to make some money?
Hell no.
Yeah.
That's a prostitute.
Yeah, that wasn't her then.
Nah, she was on some... Nigga, she might have took some shrooms. Nigga, that's the way she was acting.
No, we thought she had, it was like lipstick all over her fucking face.
Yeah.
That might have been the same lady, but she wasn't saying... She was spitting straight knowledge. She was talking about...
investing in markets and shit.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like Trump and shit.
Yeah, so she was saying that to us, but the problem is she opened from across the street with, "You guys want to make some money?"
Yeah, okay, that would have took me on.
See you later.
Yeah.
Like, so bitch, what you trying to do? You trying to give head? Like, what you trying to do? Shit.
Yeah.
Said, what day is it? Friday? I can fuck with I can fuck with some man. Nah, bro, but yeah, bro, we literally just seen her, bro. We literally just seen this chick. And we was just like, yo, this bitch is out of pocket, but she talking some shit right now.
But
what was she saying to you?
Yeah.
Bro, I couldn't even explain it. She was just breaking down government shit, right? She was just saying shit. Like, she was just breaking down government shit.
Huh.
And she was like, Trump would have never allowed, da-da-da-da, like... And this nigga was like, word, bring Trump the fuck back. Yeah, Joe Biden be bugging the fuck out.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's weird, right?
No. It's not weird.
Hilarious.
It's not
Scary.
weird. Nothing is weird to me, bro. Nothing is weird to me with this president.
It's evil.
It's like this. I knew it was reality. I knew it was reality when this nigga said that to get a vaccine and it will protect you from the hurricane. That hurricane
if you want.
Yeah. Bro. I'm like, son, nah, there's no way.
Where am I?
There's no way, bro. There's no fucking way this man just said that shit. And now there's mad commercials about vaccines. I'm like,
it's a red flag.
Oh, so y'all really pushing this new world order. Y'all really pushing this shit.
Yeah, centralized. It was my uncle today was telling me about this. There's like this species. I think it's like the Hydra vulgaris or something, which is like this microscopic aquatic animal thing, which is mainly made up of stem cells. But with it's just got tentacles.
That's
and
fire.
Shit. It like cannot be killed. It's like an immortal
ever, right?
Because it's like made out of stem cells.
And it's not made of actual like flesh and blood and things like that.
Yep. And so he was saying this Norwegian dude, I think, or something, was like studying like the 5 samples of the like Pfizer under a microscope, and like some of them were just blank, like saline bullshit placebo, and some like 2
like transparent almost.
Yeah, just like saline basically, but 2 had like these weird almost structures, like organic structures that were, say like, I guess reminiscent of like an organism like the Hydra, which is just this. There's like some weird thing forming in it, you know. And so I mean, I guess the doctor's theory, or whatever, was that like there's this sort of it's like almost a eugenic thing, but like crossbreeding human DNA with like invulnerable, like self-regenerating things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, yeah, it's really strange.
All that shit. All that shit. Bro, I honestly feel like...
poison in it, too.
Oh, yeah, so? No, it's...
Yeah.
I'm not...
The ingredients, like, the dude that actually... What it was, like, that put it out there, he hasn't even taken it.
Right, yeah. Like, the creator of it.
Yeah.
The RNA vaccine. mRNA, yeah.
What the you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it's like this. It's like this. Do you think that the people that own McDonald's
eat McDonald's?
Yes. No. I mean, aside from they might, but do you really truly think that? No. Exactly. It has everything to do with at that point. At that point, it has everything to do with business.
Yeah. See, why they trying to enforce it? It's a lot of people that
they're trying to force it. They're trying to force
that they thought was going to die.
There you go.
Now they getting money.
Right.
Now.
Right.
Because once you get the shots, you have to keep coming back to get the booster shots eventually.
Then you get the flu shots. So you don't keep on
to survive.
And the problem is though, our parents' generation, and I love them. You know, we all respect our parents and our aunties and uncles and shit. But they are the type that listen to everything that the government says.
And we're not.
And we're nothing.
We're nothing
like
that.
that.
We're not going to go for it.
So what's going to happen is we're going to have a revolutionary war, my nigga.
It's a divorce.
Straight up.
It's a divorce of generations.
Because it's not, like, people keep on talking about, like, I'll be bringing out, like, little shit to my family just to see how their IQ is, right? And I'll be like, what you think is the biggest problem right now? And I knew exactly what they was going to say. Racism. I'm like, bro, really? I'm like, nah. I'm gonna tell you really realistically what the biggest problem is. The biggest problem is these children being abducted. That's the biggest fucking problem in this world, bro. In this world, that's the biggest problem, right? The second biggest problem is, damn, where the fuck was I gonna go with this?
What was more of a problem than racism?
Oh, it's classism.
Okay.
It has either you got bread or you don't. You got money or you don't.
Are you with the program or not?
When it comes to that,
if you with the program,
when it comes to that the kids being abducted in Georgia, you know they got like one of the biggest ports in Savannah.
Yeah.
A lot of kids get taken.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And especially black children.
I drive trucks, so boom, I went to Texas, and they got another big port, which is Mexico. My Amber Alert went off every 10 minutes, bro. I never had that many Amber Alerts, ever.
Yo, honestly, on some real shit, how did you feel? It was mad disturbing.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I was in Laredo. Laredo was like the borderline of Mexico.
Right.
When I say it was so many Amber Alerts, like just while I was in Texas, it was like at least 8 or 9. I'm like, God,
that's horrible,
that shit was crazy.
Bro. Yeah. That is horrible, bro. Yeah. You gotta understand, in different places, bro. Like, you know, our kids is getting taken out here, but in other places, they don't even have no type of regulation at all.
Other countries.
They don't got no police that's regulating shit. They don't got none of that shit. So it's just like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, that's horrible, bro. That would freak me out. I would have to probably stop on the side of the road and consume what's going on right now. Because that's crazy. Yo, that's some shit, bro. I ain't never... That's bad. So people kill me because there'll be a challenge on the internet. Like when they did that crate shit. Did y'all ever
everybody
the crate shit?
Yeah, started.
When they was climbing up the crate.
You know who started it, though, right? Well, the guy in Jersey. He went viral. Right, Mike? He kind of went over it.
So, it's one thing. Yo, if you do one thing, it's like, it's the internet. I get it. You see it you see it a couple more times, it's like, all right. It's like when everyone is doing it, now you're starting to realize, like, where people's mindset is. You're outside doing some weird-ass shit for the internet when you got kids that you could be teaching the right things. You got bills that you could be sorting out. You got futures that you could be, like, you know what I mean? You could be going to school. You could be doing all these other things.
It's the scariest thought, man. In, like, 80 years, when, like, our grandchildren's children or something are, like, the next generals of the world. Like,
the motherfuckers going to be so stupid.
It's going to be a shit show.
Bro, they're going to literally be like robots, bro. They're going to be like robots, bro.
There's a lot of possible outcomes, you know? It's like, they're definitely... It's all about centralization and unification right now, it seems, and it's happening at an accelerated rate somehow.
A super accelerated.
As far as politics and governments are concerned. But, I don't know, you just be optimistic about it, I suppose.
Well, this is what I say.
This
is what I say when it comes to it. Super. That was a great point. What I say when it comes to it, all you can do is prepare yourself spiritually, keep yourself ready for the spiritual battle, right?
Yeah.
And keeping yourself in the moment, good or bad.
Yeah, this is
good or bad.
This is the best time.
You know what I'm saying? Good or bad. This is the time to really reflect and see where your mind is really at. What's really important? What's really important? Because money ain't it. As you can see, everybody was in shambles in the last year, rich and poor.
Yeah, it's
and the suicide rate is on, it's on another scale.
Right.
Because people are mentally understanding what's going on. Because people are mentally being confused now because they're being woken on accident.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Donald Trump era will be the era that changed life.
Yeah.
Because you can say whatever you want to say. I don't know this dude personally, and I don't give a damn about any of that, bro. I'm not voting on anything. But during that time, everything was real. Even if it was bad or not, at least you knew that it was up on the surface. See, the problem with Joe Biden, he said all these things, but he's doing other things behind surfaces.
Yeah.
Donald Trump wasn't saying none of that shit. Donald Trump was saying whatever the fuck was he saying.
He want to. They couldn't control him.
They couldn't control, and I fuck with that shit, bro.
And that's what...
I fuck with that shit. They hated that shit. Joe Biden is saying shit.
And they knew us people, because of what was going on, like the racism, but it wasn't racism. We was going to vote for Biden to get back in the office.
Exactly.
Right what they wanted.
Because it was a thing. It was a thing. Oh, we got to get... Go ahead, bro. It's your podcast. Do you think?
Okay,
Do you think, kid? Do you think, kid?
I just wanted to jump in about the election and that stuff. So, me and a buddy of mine thought, oh, you know what? We'll watch the election returns come in. And we both seen this, and it was weird. So, live election returns. So, it's never ending. You know, the numbers are going, and they're who's passing who, one here, one there. So, at like 2 in the morning, the counting just stops. A live feed that had been going for hours, smoothly, just go, and just stops.
Right.
It stays totally frozen for like a good amount of time, like more than 20 minutes.
Right.
It's totally frozen. Then it kicks back in, and the Biden side jumps up, without the Trump side moving. So the argument was, oh, well...
Was it rigged?
It just stopped. Well, like the argument against it being rigged was, oh, the counter just stopped.
Because it had to catch up. Right.
But, I don't know, if it would have caught up, both sides would have increased.
Yes, because
not just one.
Even if it was a 1 percentile, it still would have increased.
Something.
Right.
Both sides would have moved. One side wouldn't have stayed the same.
Right.
And then the other side jump up, double.
Right.
It was weird.
So, bro, honestly, like I think we talked about this shit before, bro. Like I had another conversation with my family again about the politics. And they were saying all these things about Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. Okay, whatever, right? And I'm like, bro, you know what's funny? Before all this shit, Donald Trump was a fucking celebrity, bro. He was in all the rap songs. He was in all the movies. He was a fucking name, bro. Right? Donald Trump was the man, bro. Yeah. You know Donald Trump. I'm down with Donald Trump. I want to be like Donald Trump. I want to be rich like Donald Trump. Yeah. Right?
Everybody watched
and
this
now when
TV
he come
show.
when he come into the joint, he's dissing, bro. That man ain't changed at all. He been the same way, bro. He's playing politics now. You got to understand that. He playing both sides of the field. He's going to play when you think he's going to be racist, and he's going to play when you think that he's not. Yeah. He's in the politics. He's not playing no sides, bro. He's trying to do what he got to do. This is a man that's already got bread, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's already famous. He's already got the things that presidents they get after presidency.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, Donald Trump ain't give a damn. I'm going to say what the fuck I'm going to say. And clearly you see that shit work because he was saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say for 4 years.
Yeah. And it's crazy, like, all these other countries, it's like, now, like, they throw shots at us because Biden ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
When Donald Trump was here, they knew not to even
Yo,
try.
they knew not to say a motherfucking thing.
Like,
that's
crazy.
a fact. That's a
It's
fact.
crazy.
That's a fact. They knew that this nigga was like, nah, because my hand is dead ass above this nuclear bomb. You say something else, motherfucker. Say something else. Chill, Donald.
Yeah.
You got her bluff. All right now. Nah, yeah. And Donald Trump was bringing jobs back to the U.S. and shit, like
a lot of money.
Bro, that race shit has been going for years, bro. They just keep on trying to keep people's minds divided, bro. People divided.
That's the biggest thing. There's like a John Adams quote or whatever. Like, it's the worst thing to have is like one country just by default. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna keep it real with you.
When you
go ahead.
Yeah, like when you divide any organism, you know, you just inherently make it weaker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like boom. It's like something can take advantage of that really easily. So
like,
and it's just
there's certain people that I feel when I'm around them, I'm at my best. You feel me? When I'm around him, I'm at my best. Now, when he go back home, that's not going to feel the same way. So it's the same thing like you're saying. Like, when you a whole, you feel empowered. When you get divided,
you're a united organism.
Now there's a whole nother half on that side that you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Why you not over here, bruh? Like, why you already over there? So now you got to worry about that. That's why I'm like, why do you keep on having presidents? Like, why do you keep on going through president after president? One, why are all these niggas so old? I don't understand that. Like, how's your mindset capable of doing certain things? You know what I'm saying? That somebody in their 30s and 40s and 50s can be able to do like that. That's weird.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing as like what European royalty was. You know? It's a closed group of people that are just moving funds around and conducting and just running.
I think the Europeans was the worst, bro.
Yeah.
At one point, you know what I mean? I feel like they started it all and America picked up from it, no?
Like what?
Like in terms of like the racism shit, all that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked to just like go into
you know what I'm saying?
World and just fucking
like when they had Columbus Day the other day, I didn't even know that day was there. Someone told me, and I looked.
We've been here, dude. There's been contact for like tens of thousands of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I looked and I'm just like,
it's like Western Native Americans look more Asian, like Eastern Native Americans look more European.
Yes.
It's a constant.
Bro, it's a bloodline. Bro, we all die. Bro,
we're just a bunch
we
of
past
hearts.
human race at this point. We all
bunch of hearts.
Yeah. We all just like we all together in this, bro. Like we like some pawns right now, bro. Heavy, bro. Like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, all them dudes. They are trying to get us out the way, bro. You feel me? Like, they're trying to get us out the way in many ways.
Yeah,
the food.
We're all like a subservient commodity.
We're all like,
milk.
To them, we're all like business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you got a temp agency, I work for a temp agency right now. Like, when you get fired, the next person's up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to delete as many people as they can so they can have more of a conquer. You know what I'm saying? Because of less people now, you got less people that's going to help you when shit come down to it. Now you can be like, okay, listen, brush your teeth at 9, motherfucker, you ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come down to that.
Yeah, you all got a person, people.
Yeah.
A group watching,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And shit, yeah.
Like, brush your teeth at 9, you got no choice. Well, there's not many people to help you, so we gotta work control. Oh, now you're not gonna get no water, you're not gonna get no food.
Yeah.
That's how that shit gonna run, bro. It's either that, we all gotta go to war.
Something. Man, it's just been popping off all night.
This block is fire right now.
I know.
That's probably gonna be dope in the background.
It is.
Yeah, it's just
and
on my radio.
It catches it just enough. Like you hear it, it won't like mess up the talking.
So.
Well, we were talking before about this. Spirituality and stuff, and we were gonna talk about like paranormal experiences we had.
Word. Okay,
I was about to say,
I'm with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so when I was younger, y'all know y'all all watched like Discovery Channel when they used to have like the haunted.
Oh, the haunt. I love that show,
shit,
man.
right? Yo,
I love
bro,
that shit.
peep. Yeah. So back in the days, ghosts and aliens used to freak me the fuck out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why aliens. Because the aliens, they used to have like these fucking stories where they, like personal people would tell their stories and they would say shit like, you'll be in your bed, right, sleeping, and like 3 o'clock in the morning type shit. Because I don't know what if anybody knows about the time 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's
when
like
the veil is the thinnest between ours and other dimensions.
There you go. So they say like motherfuckers be sleeping and they're like see like a shine come down, right? And then all they know like the next day they'll be in their room but they don't know what happened, and they'll keep on getting like visions in their heads, and they say it's the aliens still having like control over their fucking head now because they was tampering with it and shit like that. You feel me? So that shit used to freak me out at a young age now. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, that sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, but you don't want somebody messing with you in bed.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like you know,
it could be aliens,
fam, I'm gonna keep it a
your
buck with
own
you.
shadow,
Can you
yeah.
imagine waking up in the middle of the night and seeing a green light? Like, what the fuck would you say? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna just embrace myself and be like, I'm about to see something. I'm about to see some real shit.
It's hard to get like not psyched up about.
You gotta keep it. You gotta keep reality what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can't be no punk about nothing.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's like a lucid dream. You know, when you get excited, you're just in awe of it, and then you're like, oh shit, wait, I'm dreaming, and then you wake up. It's like it's the same thing, but like just outwardly.
Right.
In a way.
So I used to be afraid of ghosts all the time, and I used to feel like I felt them spirits too at a young age. You know, when we're younger, we feel different vibrations and energies because our brains haven't been tampered with all the way. You know what I'm saying? So we got a different connection. We still young. We still early. Our brain waves are still out there.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why you always see movies like Paranormal Activity. You ever seen those?
Right. Is that? I mean,
they're always connected with children. Always.
Oh no, yeah, you're not as like settled into like the third dimension.
Yes.
In a way.
You're still like in another dimension, really, bruh. So it's like it's always connected with children. You always see the children talking to somebody that's not there, and the mom's like, "Yo, who are you talking to?" And then some shit end up happening. You feel me? But it never happens to the children. You feel me?
No.
Because it's like children are sacrificed, bro. When we're children,
it's a higher potential. It's the most powerful thing.
It's because you're still, what's the word I'm looking for when you don't have sex? No, you're still a virgin. Virgin.
Yeah.
Y'all feel like you ever encountered?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like ghosts.
There was,
and still to this day, you feel like you encounter it.
Yeah. Here in this apartment.
This place.
I feel like it is.
So did y'all set this shit up? Because why the hell would you tell us now? I've been here like 5 or 6 times, motherfucker.
It's not bad. It's just
I get it. I get it.
No, like it's never.
It's energy, man. You gotta understand energy.
It's just it's a party, you know.
So why y'all say this apartment?
Well, maybe at some point during the day or during the week, you find yourself completely alone.
Yeah.
And you're alone, and
that's all day.
That's okay. So when you have that feeling that I'm alone, nobody else is here. When I'm home, I never feel that. Like I never feel alone. Now it isn't like
a bad thing.
I'm not looking over my shoulder.
But you just know.
But
you
it's
got company.
just that. Yeah.
I can understand that, but it's not a bad company. It's not bad energy.
No.
You just know you got energy coming through.
Yeah. Now, the first time I seen something here, probably like 2016 maybe, and I have like a numerology thing with the number 318, okay? So, I had just gone home. I was up in Scranton with a friend, and we come back. I drop him off. I come home. I walk in, flop on a couch, and I'm looking at my phone, get up to use the bathroom, and I come out, and I see the stove clock, and it's happens to be 3:18 a.m. And I just look at it, and I always see it. I get receipts from the store, 3:18. I notice the time when it's 3:18. All these things that happen. So I look at the oven, I'm like, oh, they're 3:18 again. And I come around the bend as if you're coming out of the bathroom into the living room down there. And for just like a split second, really, or it felt like it, was just a being like just there. That was like a gray. Like I want to say it looked real ghostly, but it sounds fake, but it did.
Right.
Like it was just woof, like a gray shadow, but standing. As soon as I reacted to it is when it disappeared. Like as quick as it took me to react. And just like you were saying before, I was like, you get worked up or excited.
It's just you snap out
of it. Once you notice, once it's both noticed, it's like it vanishes.
Yeah.
And you feel like you've had encounters here too?
It's definitely, it does feel.
Well, there was this one day where we had lit an incense cone up here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was weird.
And I have video of it actually on my phone. The incense cone, so smoke, right? Rises. This smoke was falling. Like the smoke wasn't rising.
Like a etheric
You have it
dude.
on your phone?
Yeah.
Still to this day?
Pretty sure you watch how the smoke.
Yeah, that is strange. And it's literally just staying in that location. Nah, that is weird as fuck, bro.
It's like consciousness or some shit, you know?
You would think somebody doing that shit on like a graphic or
Yeah. It doesn't look real.
And it does.
Nah, it really doesn't, fam.
It's alive, man.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. And this was here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we out of here. That nigga, we've been here for 2 hours now. There ain't no way, bro.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Planet Shivers podcast. It was great to have Stefan on and Dip, and Isaac was on fire. You can find this episode and all the other ones on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, all the major podcast platforms, and YouTube usually with video. Got a lot of good episodes coming up, and don't forget to check out outside..com to find out updates on art and the podcast. You could find me on Instagram also at Albert Shivers, and you could find Isaac on Instagram at when_in_zen. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, take care of yourself and take care of somebody else.